Today is Tuesday, March 23rd, and this is Father God's second message in the series, and he is saying, I have been noting the very positive response that so many people have had to firstly, my decision to send these messages forth, and secondly, the response to my first message. It has been deeply gratifying, and many of you will be surprised that I am in a position to make these comments. You think, because of the veiled consciousness in which you live, that other beings are restricted in a manner similar to you, that other beings can only think in the linear fashion that you do, that can at best perhaps communicate with 2 or 3 people at the same time, whereas beings outside of your veiled consciousness are able to communicate with an infinite number of beings across the cosmos if they choose. And indeed, I can be aware of every being upon your planet at the same time. This might sound extraordinarily incongruous to you, and it is part of the reason that I mentioned it, because the nature of consciousness as it exists outside of your so-called veiled consciousness upon your planet is extraordinarily different. It has so many more threads, so many more dimensions, you could say, and this has advantages and disadvantages. Your consciousness being in linear time as it is, and the nature of the human intelligence or thinking process as it exists at this time allows you, or indeed enables you, to focus in on particular issues in a manner which is quite different from perhaps any other beings in the cosmos. And this enables you to be extraordinarily analytical, which has its advantages at times. And indeed, those who work with beings on the other side of the veil are often surprised, indeed amazed, that often beings outside of your consciousness cannot analyze situations in the way that you can. However, there is this broad spectrum of connection, as I mentioned. As I give this message to Richard, I am at the same time communicating directly with many other individuals upon your planet that are open to this communication. And indeed, if I choose, can be, as I said, aware of every being upon your planet. In addition, as some of you will know, we do not live in the linear time experience that you live inside of. We live in what is known as the now, where past, present and future are all accessible at the same time. And there are very real parallels between this experience and the process of connecting with past lives to clear negative karma, or for other purposes, perhaps simply to remember and through that memory begin to activate some of your skills. And similarly, there is the ability to connect with many future possibilities and choose one of those possibilities and focus upon bringing that possibility into your now moment. And so The experience of time is an extraordinarily different experience. Indeed, all of the lives that you have ever lived all exist concurrently. It is hard to imagine this, but that is the nature of things. And in a sense, it takes a particular skill to connect with your consciousness in this moment as you experience it. But those who work with humanity understand this, and so we are able to connect with you and communicate with you if you choose it. And so I wanted to let you know that I am indeed connected to you all, and all you have to do is reach out to me, call my name in meditation, and I will be there. Whether you can hear me or not is another matter. It is a skill that you can learn, and it is a skill that Carolyn and Richard teach in their healing sessions which are much more than just healing, because they teach many skills for those who attend to communicate with beings outside of this linear consciousness. So you can connect with me anytime, and I wanted you to know this. I am here for all of you, and so it is.